I think I'm live. So hello, everybody or anybody. Welcome to Friday Live, fabulous Friday Live. So I'm going to read a few cards just for this weekend and talk a little bit about self-care, self-care and self-love, which actually isn't selfish. It is essential, absolutely essential for our health and for our well-being, and especially any of you who are in service-based businesses or service serving people, whether it's your family or whether you work in that. Hello, TJ, lovely to see you. So I've been really feeling all over the place this week and overloaded, and I'm not sure. I'd love some feedback. It's been the energy at the moment is so intense. And I think the first few months of this year is going to be really intense. And I have to say, I was I was just done. And I found I couldn't even come on and do a live, which is actually one of my favorite things to do, is to come on here with you guys. But I put off clients and everything this week, and I just, was getting by doing quite a bit of self-care. But I had the most beautiful session today, angelic healing Reiki, and it was so powerful, with a lovely lady in East Cork called Kathleen Ahern, who I highly recommend to anybody who is looking for kind of rejuvenation. I feel I've come back with so much energy. I can see there's a few Facebook users saying, hi Glenys, lovely to see you, but I don't know who you are unless you tell me your name. I'm going to read some cards for everybody, for the collective, and I'm going to pull some. I've got some goddess and ascended master cards here, which I'm going to pull for anybody on the call. So if you want to put in a number between 1 and 5, don't go beyond 5, or I'll be counting cards all evening. And it's Friday evening, and I am about to start my weekend with a nice dinner and a glass of wine, even though I was on dry January, and it's still January. When I'm done being dry, I want a glass of wine this evening. Okay, so I'm going to just tune in here now. So I'm just grounding myself, which is what I do before I read cards for anybody. So I'm grounding myself, and I'm calling for a clear and open reading in love and light for the collective. What do we need to see or feel or experience this last few days of January as we move into February? Can you believe it's almost the second month already? Whoever said hi 4, is that you, Rianne? And 2 for Manda. Yeah, great. And I see you, TJ, number 5. So the first 4 that just said hi, 4, if you could tell me who you are, because I'll read if I see a name, otherwise I could end up doubling up and doing things like that. So this is just for everybody. So what do we need to see right now? So I'm reading tarot. And I'm just going to move my... And you might notice I've moved as well. I'm in a different spot. I've moved out of my office, which was fairly small to small, and I'm moving into an even smaller room. It's going to be very neat and tidy, and I'm doing it up at the moment. So I'm actually in here in my lounge in a living space, so anybody could join me. Me, Julie, hi. That's the 4. Hi, Julie. Lovely to see you. Okay. Right. Okay. So let's see. Oh, Julie. Is that Julie Solis? Julie Solis. Hi. I don't know which Julie, but anyway, we'll see. Okay. Oh, how good is that? Lots of pentacles. Lots of pentacles in this reading. Pentacles are about our health and our well-being and our finances and abundance. People think this is that I've gotten my hair braided, but it's actually just to keep old lady glasses on. Okay, right. I shouldn't have said that. I should have just allowed people to think I've got my hair braided. Okay, this is the Four of Pentacles, and that represents our past now. Okay, so there's a feeling here of either holding on to money and minding money, or being too overly flahool is an Irish word, so it's overly excessive or overly, you know, careless, I suppose, with money. So just that may one of those may have been, this is a past card. So it's kind of almost telling you as well to just watch how you think about money and health, but this is kind of more finances, um, because money and abundance are just an energy. It's just an energy, and it's probably an energy that is all over the place at the moment. But watch your thoughts around it. So um, just imagine that money didn't exist, because it may not quite soon, actually, but that we're all abundant. How would you feel? Now, this is a past card, so it's a feeling of maybe there's a letting go of already, letting go of a feeling of I just don't care anymore. So it's about, oh, Julie Green, lovely to see you. Um, so okay, so now the card that represents all of us right now. So it's the 10, and it's the 10 of cups. So cups are all about our emotions, and the 10 of cups is, there's a sense of we're at the end of a really difficult time, where you may be feeling like I'm so done. Which is what I've been saying for the past few weeks, but actually I feel like I'm just beginning now. So this is having had that fabulous session today. So it's like we're ending an old way of being. We're ending an old lower feeling of struggle, hardship, lower emotions, and we're at the end of a very difficult time, and we're basically about to move into something wonderful. So how would that make you feel if you knew right now, okay, the past over there, gone, done, and we're now about to move into a really wonderful time? And so this represents us and how we're feeling. So it might be that we're just feeling done with an old way, really done, welcoming, ready to welcome in something new. And the card that's representing the outcome, sort of how we want to feel, is we want to feel that sense of, this is the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles attracts money and abundance and wealth and health and well-being and sound kind of states of body and mind. He attracts it because um, he just knows, he feels abundant, he feels joyous, he feels that, and he has wealth, but he's generous as well with that wealth. So that is a kind of a sense of where we're going, which is good for now. This is where we're going. This is where we're just done with a struggle. We're done with all of that. And in the middle of the two cards is where we're just starting out on a whole new journey. There's a whole new world ahead. There's a whole new sense of big beginnings. And the Fool is the first of the major arcana, the 0 number. So it's the first one. And it's like the Fool has this sense of adventure. He's not worried about any of those things. So if you could let go of all worries, he's standing at the edge of this rock. He's ready to step off, and he's not worried. He's just totally trusting. In his back, he's got this, bag slung over his shoulder. And in that bag apparently is, you know, um, each of the four cards, or of the four suits. So we've got the pentacles. He's got a pentacle, so he's money and wealth. He's got a wand in there, so he's able to do magic. He's got cups. He's full of kind of new light energy and feelings of higher emotional feelings. And he's got a sword, so he's well taken care of. And swords represent our thoughts and our words around things. So he's starting out on something new and very carefree, and that's a sense that there's a whole new time about to begin, which I've been getting for so long. That when we're at that cusp of something, and in order to get there, we have to change. It's not our environment. It's not the people around us. It's not outside things. We have to change and we have to become what it is that we want to be. So that the near future outcome of this is, wealth, the six of pentacles, lots of wealth, a sense of money and wealth and abundance are freely flowing to the extent that you can be generous. There's more, and that's when we're dealing with wealth and with manifesting wealth and manifesting money and abundance of anything, whether that is physical, whether that is your physical well-being, or whether it is actually money, um, or that physical abundance. What we need to do is to be able to feel that we already have it. And how would you feel if it was no object? How would you feel if you just felt physically well? What would that do to you? What would you do, and how would you expect to spend your day? If if it's money or wealth that you want to accumulate, how would you feel if you already had it? How relaxed, how happy, how at ease would you feel if everything was good in that direction? And that's what we need to feel with right now. And the outcome, the near future outcome, this is really nice. So this card, the two of these are together, and these are like, I suppose, advice about the near future. So that we've got a 10 here as well. So we're ending an old way. This 10 of Pentacles. So it's like we're ending an old money system. I absolutely believe that. I think that old fiat currency method is gone, and we are moving to something gold backed. There is something new coming. This is the six of swords. So we're moving out of troubled waters. We're moving away from what would have been dangerous, dark, moving away from tyranny, corruption, top down sort of control type situations, which I've been getting for quite a while. But we're moving towards safety. We're moving towards a happier time. It's almost like the water was choppy, but we're now moving into safer, sounder water. So that feels like a nice reading for the weekend. I'm choosing two more. Yeah, so we've got the Five of Swords and the Nine of Swords. And the Five of Swords is, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of struggle. Now, swords represent our thoughts and our words. Swords can mean kind of tricky situations, difficult people situations, a bit of fighting, infighting, or there's a lot of unrest, but it's short-lived. It's not for long. So just stay on your eagle's perch, view and just view and observe, and detach from the outcome of anything that might be bringing down your vibration. And this card is the Nine of Swords, and it's sort of like, you see this figure who's, it's like a nightmare situation, and but there are all these swords above, so it's the Nine of Swords. But it's actually just a dream. We have to let go of the old. We have to let go of anything that's holding our frequency down. Let go of thoughts that aren't serving us, words that aren't serving us. Let go of how you normally say or how you normally react to things, and we're starting on a whole new journey. There's a whole new world beginning. I'm really positive. I feel that this year is going to be a massive change. Actually, this card was upright and the rest were down, so I'm going to read it, and it's Judgment. It's the Judgment card, the number 20 card, and it's like there's a time of sort of reckoning, a time of we're in the last degree, moving into the very last degree of Pluto being in Capricorn. Capricorn is about top-down situations, big control, big kind of government, big tech, big pharma, big corporations controlling the minions down below. We've been in this sort of hierarchical system. we're moving into the age of Aquarius, where it's going to be much more community based, led by people for the people, sort of. And because Pluto is in the last few degrees of Capricorn, the last degree especially, really shines the light on anything that's corrupt or that's dark. So expect to see things happening that are maybe have been clouded over, that we haven't been seeing before. Just hold your ground, hold on to love, and know that we're moving into a better place, because there are great things happening. And it's kind of, that card is sort of saying that whatever has been dark and hidden is going to come to the surface, and it will be dealt with. Judgment. It's a bit kind of, yeah, it's a bit sort of intense, that reading. So now I'm going to read for any of you that have given me a card. So I have lots of names here. Hi, Nancy. Lovely to see you. TJ, so interesting. Keep seeing eagle messages, but I thought it was because the nest is active by my house, so I'm physically seeing them every day. Interesting, though. Interesting. Pluto's making its return to in America's chart, actually, and I know you are in Florida. Oh my God, that just made me remember the pyramid in the pool. I don't know what that is. Pyramid in the pool. Okay, right. I am going to read card number. So I'll start from where I see the names. So I'm going to go TJ, Rianne, Amanda, Julie. That's Julie Green, Nancy, and I have very few people on watching, but I'm going to read a card for anybody who pops on. So I'm going to read this for you, TJ, because it jumped out, and number 4. So the card that you chose was Work Your Magic, lady. You know what to do. You've manifested in the past. I'm going to be talking a lot about manifesting. I feel like there's something big and new starting here. And I'm getting from this card, the spread that I've just read, it's reminding me of something that I'm thinking of doing, that actually this is like validation for me as well. But this is telling you to work your magic. You've manifested so much in the past. This freedom here as well. What does freedom mean to you? Freedom from something. What if you are free to do whatever it is that you might think you're not free to do? Because freedom is all around. Freedom is coming. Work your magic. Yeah, that's it. Just work your magic. You know what to do. You've done it before. Okay. Rianne. Lovely to see you, Rianne. I know you turn up at these all the time. You're very good. 3 and 4. Balance. Balance is needed. So your career, home life, fun, enjoyment. Where are you not allowing yourself to play, maybe? Are you being too serious? Are you being not serious enough? Somewhere needs balance. But, where are you doing too much, maybe, for other people, and not taking your own life and your own purpose seriously? Or where are you overgiving, overdoing, and not allowing you to have fun and enjoyment and freedom and anything else? This is a real sort of, queen, inner queen. Be the queen. Be the queen now in your own life. Be that leading lady. Put yourself. We have to start, even though that may, and I did say I'd talk about self-care. We have to start from filling ourselves up, loving ourselves truly, madly, deeply. And that isn't selfish. It's kind of, when do we stop? When do you allow yourself to just have fun and to play? All of us. So, I've been putting off actually doing things for myself, and I've been on doing whatever is happening. And I drove over an hour to this lovely lady for this fabulous treatment today, and honestly, I feel I feel a better person. I feel better myself, but I feel I can give more again to other people. Okay, so let me see. We're now on Amanda, number 2, 1 and 2. Yeah, so for you, Amanda, and I'm going to read these from a self-care point of view for everybody. So don't back down. Let that little light shining in your heart. Now, this is an Irish saint, one that I must say is, I'm getting to know more. Bridget. Bridget was fiery, and she served other people. She was a healer. She was very spiritual, and she stood her ground. She was a queen, really. And this is telling you to be the queen in your own life. Stand up for your own beliefs. Don't let somebody else put you down in any way. Stand up for what you believe in is right. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I said in the card. But it's from a, you know, it's not in an aggressive way, just holding your passion. It's like this burning fire of passion. Hold on to that and live from that place. Be that version of you. Okay, so Julie Green, number 4. I've known Julie Green since we were 4 or 5. We went to the same national school together. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Be strong. You are strong, but be that strength. Embody your lioness energy, your Leo energy. You are hugely intuitive. Julie reads as well. So really wear that crown. Look, she's got this crown on her head. And around her neck, she's got that eye of Horus. So she's hugely intuitive, okay? And she's very powerful. But, there's some message here to step into that role, embody it, be the queen that you are designed to be. And you are really strong, and you're way stronger even than you think. And that inner strength that you have will it'll ensure a happy outcome for whatever it is that you want. It really your success will be based on that inner strength that I do know you have. And I remember even since you were 4 or 5 years old or more, that inner strength and determination. So that is to be embodied. Okay, Nancy Ryan. Okay, number 3 for you. So 1, 2, and 3. So honor the cycles and rhythms in nature and in your body, and notice how you feel in a full moon. Notice how you feel in a new moon. Notice how your energy is. There's a lot of solar flares. There's a lot of extra energy. We're moving through this photon belt that we're actually being filled with light at the moment. But honor how you're feeling. Um, Honoring how you're feeling, so that if you do start to feel drained, that you look after that you get help, to that you listen to what your body is telling you. Don't ride through it, don't push through. Honor the way you're feeling. If you're tired, lie down. If you need a massage, go and have a massage. If you need help from people, reach out. But honor what's happening. It's just a cycle and a rhythm, and we're all moving and changing at different times. Okay, let me see who else is here. Mairead. That's a neat. I'm sorry. I have learned Irish since I was 4 years old. I just never got it, so I'm sorry I can't pronounce your surname. Okay, but Mairead, anyway, number 3, please. 1, 2, and 3. So you are a sorceress. There's some powerful female well, I am reading from the Goddess and the Goddess and the Ascended Master Pack, but these are really powerful cards. They're really self-care cards, actually, and embodying your your strengths. And so you're a sorceress. You're able to um, see things, you're able to manifest incredibly. There's that moon in the background, that full moon, and we're now heading towards that full moon. So did you set intentions with the new moon? Have you decided what you're placing your attention on this month? Every month, every time there's a new moon, there's newness. So we're kind of, the new moon was, when was it, last Saturday? So we're almost a week in. Still time to set your intention, but as that moon grows and gets bigger, just feel the energy of that. And plus, in fact, the last card with cycles and rhythms, for Nancy, that as well would have an element of flowing with that. So get a sense that whatever it is that you want to focus on and put your attention on, that it's growing as that moon grows. There's also a feeling in this card. Actually, it is a unicorn that she's riding, but I always, when I feel that female up on top of the horse, it's like, take control now of the way that you want your life to go in. Be the leading lady in your own life. And a lot of us got that card today, in some way. And I suppose for self-care, that's the best thing that I could say is honor yourself, honor what you're feeling. When we fill ourselves up, and this is for everybody, when we fill ourselves up, we have more to give. I hadn't even made an intention to do this live tonight because I was so drained the last few days. But having made that decision to just go and have this beautiful energy session, I feel feel better, a lot better than I have been all week. And I know that we need to do that. And especially if any of you are healers or in service industries, if you're doing things, even if you're a mother and you're doing things for other people, or a carer in some way, we tend to forget about us, but we have to give only from an open heart, from a full heart. When we are filled up, we have more to give. So it's not being selfish. We're able to give more when we look after ourselves first. So, on that note, I don't think there's anybody else here. I am going to love you all and leave you and get on with my Friday night, my weekend, and I'll be back next week. I haven't decided when, but do tune in. Lots of love. Have a great weekend.